In this lecture, we're going to add links for the other pages in our app. Now that we know how to create links, let's add more links in the header. We'll continue working in the header component file. Previously, we updated the link for the home page to point to the About page. We're going to change the link to point to the home page by setting the To property to a /. We don't want to link this to the About page. That was just an example. However, we don't want the About page to go to waste. We'll create a link for it. It's an excellent opportunity to practice creating links. Let's scroll to the unordered list of links in the template. At the very start of it, we'll add a new list item. It's going to have a similar HTML structure to the rest of the links. Next, we'll change the anchor element to the router link component. The href attribute will be changed to the To property. The path will be /about. Lastly, the inner text will say About. There are additional links in the navigation menu, but we'll update them when we create pages for them. At the moment, we have 2 pages. We're going to create one more link. In the unordered list of links, there will be a link to a page called Manage. In the next section, we're going to begin handling music uploads. The Manage page will allow authenticated users to upload and edit their songs. Even though we won't make the page functional in this section, we'll start by adding a link to it. We'll change the anchor element to the router link component. Next, we'll change the href attribute to the To property. The path will be set to /manage. The route currently doesn't exist, so we'll need to add it. Switch to the router file. We'll add a new record to the routes array. We'll set the path property to /manage. We'll need to create the component for this route. Inside the Views directory, create a component called Manage. It's not required to define the component in this directory. The Views directory was created to organize components that are meant to render the main content for the application. In contrast, the Components directory is meant for generic components. We could put everything into one directory, but I like this organization structure. We'll add the template block to the newly created component. Unlike the About component, I don't want to add dummy content to the Manage component. I've gone ahead with providing a static template for this component. You can find it by opening the manage.html file. It's one of the templates I provided along with the assets. We downloaded this file in an earlier section. I'm going to fold some of the code to make it more readable. The section we want to copy over is the section element with the class container main. Above it, there's a comment that says main content. We're going to copy everything inside this tag. Then, we'll paste it over to the Manage Components template block. You may need to format the code upon pasting it in. It's a big template. Don't be intimidated. I'm going to break down every section as the course progresses. By the time we're finished, it'll be fully functional. The Manage component is ready. We'll need to update the route to use this component. Back in the router file, we'll import the Manage component. After importing it, set the component property to the Manage component. We're finished. Let's give the application a test in the browser. You may not see the link to the Manage page because we've limited its visibility to authenticated users only. If you're not logged in, do so now. After logging in, we'll see the link. Try clicking on it. We'll be redirected to a new page. This is the UI we'll be using for the Manage page. On the left, we have a Dropbox for uploading songs. This Dropbox will initiate an upload process. During the upload process, we'll display a progress bar to show the progress of their upload. On the right, we'll find a list of songs uploaded. The user has the option of editing or deleting their songs. If they edit a song, then a form will appear with the relevant settings for that song. They will be able to change the title and genre. We will be making this page functional in the future. There are additional topics for routing I want to discuss before we get to it.